Right, good morning everyone. Not done a video in a couple of days, but I thought I'll come back. It's Christmas, or coming up to Christmas. So I'm going to do a little Christmas gnome. Now I've got this fabric, which is just some fluffy material that I'm just going to cut a beard from. So I've got that. We've got some decorations that's left over for his hat. And let's have a look. Sorry, I'm using a sock, some material, stretch material, it's a velour for his hands and his nose, and I've got some red felt for the hat and the sleeves. Now I also need a bit of a cone, so I do have some cones. Yeah, and you only need the top section, about 5-6 inches. I wouldn't say any more. In fact, that's going to be big enough, I think. So we're going to cut this, hopefully. I'm just going to do it to there. We'll do it to there and then cover him. Hopefully I've got enough felt. Ooh, nearly slashed my bloody thumb then. Get your thumb out of the way, mate. Look, see how that went straight over that there? That was lucky. You do have to be careful. Now these are just old cotton cones, you know, that had cotton for factories. I'm just going to do it that way now. There we go. I mean, that can even be used for one as well. So, we've got that. That's good enough for me. I'm just going to put this away. That was lucky. Like I say, I make mistakes as well. So I'm going to do... That's about 9. So I need 2. So I'm just going to cut it. It's 9 centimetres wide. And it has to be a square-ish. So that'll do, I think. That's more of a square. That'll do. You can do 9 by 9. So just move these bits out of the way. And of course I'm going to need a 12mm circle. So let's see what this measures. So that's 6, so that needs to be double. If I do that, that needs to be an extra 3 all the way around. We're just doing a rough estimate. You could measure yours perfect. I'll put the measurements up. That's roughly a circle. They don't have to be perfect, you know. I'll have to go get another piece of red felt and do the pointy bit. Like I say, this doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to put... Now these will fold like that. And then we'll sort them out after that. Because I think we just need to do it. See, so it's going to be like that, and we need both of those the same, so I'm just going to put it on there like that and cut 2 the same. Okay, that's that done. That's more or less the circle, isn't it? It's not perfect, but hey, we can make it kind of like a circle. That will do, and then fold it in half, and we're just going to put a cut there. Then we're going to fold it that way, and pop a cut there in the middle. So we've got that. And then what you do is you're going to twist these, twist all the way around the edge. Or you can just pull it. It's completely up to you. We'll just pull it if you want. These can be any size you want. That's the whole point. As long as they fit the head and the body bit that you're going to be doing. See, like that? That's okay. I'm happy with that. And like you say, these, you cut them across like that. So you're making 2 cones. And that depends on how you want yours to look. Now, we need to cut 2 of these, which measure just 4 centimetres. Oops. I wouldn't waste as much fabric, but I'm just showing you. So you can put yours out, measure it all out, and then cut it how you want it. These don't have to be perfect because they're not going to stay squares. But there's the 2 hands. Okay. And then we're going to need one at 6. So I'm just going to measure this. Measure this. It's just a square. That's not actually a square, but it doesn't matter. That is only for the nose. Now that bit we'll save because we know we can use that somewhere. I can make another hand or something. I'd make several of these. You can do them in any colour. Because it's Christmas, it doesn't mean to say you can't use them in a different colour. Now, me personally, I'm just going to round mine off because I can stitch it in a circle then, which is what we're going to be doing. And those the same. So do you know, it's just as quick to do that, fold them in half and then just round them off, basically. It's just easier. So that's the nose, that's the hand, that can go to another thing, that can go in the trash. In the bin. Like that. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to go get the red felt. Right, I'm back now. I managed to find some red felt. I'm just going to shorten it down a bit so I can show you. You're going to go from the top, from the bottom, sorry. So we're going to do 19. Where's 19? There. Okay. 19, roughly in the middle, 9.5, isn't it? Somewhere up there. Doesn't have to be perfect. By 22. Oh, that was spot on. Oh, sometimes I'm clever. That was spot on, that. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So the hat is 19 by 22. Just put that to one side. I'm going to trim this off. Not going to waste that band, because that will probably go around the hat if I want to do one. Okie dokie. So, again, 19 by 22. Then we've got this one, measures, let me get my other ruler. This one measures 11 centimetres. Don't forget to fold it and cut it in the middle. And then you've just got those at 9. Okay, so that's the hat. Now what we're going to do is just to glue one section. So that we're going to do that next. Oops. Oopsie daisy. I'm going to do it in the middle first. I just find it easier. Like that. Don't worry about any loose trim. You can cut this down, you see. You don't worry about that. We're not going to bother about it. See? That's just easy to do that. And then put that there. Okay, so you've got that. Then what you do is let it dry, but then open it up and you're going to cut that straight across. Like that. Get rid of that. Oops. There we go. Got to let that dry. Now we need a piece of wire. So I generally have some wire around. Let me just see. There's a piece of wire. Like that. And you're just going to pop that inside. You don't have to turn this inside out and anything. But all I'm going to do is to add a touch of glue to one end. And we're going to pop that in there. It doesn't matter where it goes as long as it fits. See, like that. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue in here. And pop that in there like that. See what I've done? Let that dry. When that's dried, then you can stuff it a little bit with some filler. So now we go to this. We're going to cut this off, this sock here. So just cut it off when you start at the heel. Like that. You don't need that bit, but you can cut that and make another one. So we have to, first of all, we need to, I think this is level enough actually. I'm not sure if we need to cut much off. It's just leveling it off, you see. Get rid of all your rubbish later. And then that needs to sit on a piece of card. So let me just see. Now you can weight these down if you want. Once you've glued this on here, you can weight it down. So you just need a piece of card. You need to take hold of your cone. And then you just need to pop that on there. Let that set. Just get rid of all your excess. And then just trim that down. You can do yours a lot neater than mine. I'm just showing you. You need to pop this into the sock. Like that. Now, I want mine pretty even-ish. Like that. That will do. We'll have that as the back and that as the front. You need to fill it. So I'm just going to take some wadding. Right, and we're just going to take little bits of it and fill that in around. Now don't go mad because you don't want him to be too chunky, do you? In fact, a good idea would be to use the inch wide flat wadding. but I'm just using what I've got, like that. And we'll fill it all out again properly. You know, we'll make sure it's even. But he can be chunky. He, she, doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, they can be chunky. Okay, so you just need to pull this up. We'll sort all the body out in a minute. Pull that up. Take a bit of string. Wrap it round the top a few times. And then fasten that off. Okie dokie. And then we've got that, you see. Then you take a needle, which I'm going to use something like this, and spread that wadding about. And we're going to even him out. However, oh no, we don't want him tippling over, do we? That's it. So you have a nice little body. And then what you do is we're going to go back to the hat now. We need a bit of filler for that. Just do small bits at once. And poke them down the top of it. Just to fill it out a little bit, that's all. Now what we do with this section, we're going to twist and pull, twist and pull, twist and pull, and do that all the way around like you did for the rim. It's just to loosen that section up. And then what you do is that glues onto there. See? Don't forget you've got the wire in there. So I'm just going to use my pliers just to bend that bit on right on the edge like that. And then that will sit on top. So we've got to glue that in now. So just put some glue around the edge. Okay, bit more wadding I think. No, it should be alright. Kind of round it if you can. And then you're going to push the hat inside. See, like that? Push that in. That's why you've allowed this. And it's got something to anchor down to. Okay? And then you push all of that. Right, I'm going to... The reason why you can leave that open is because you can fill it up now. So I'm now going to put some more wadding inside. And that's great. That's filled mine up. Doesn't matter about that. I'm going to put mine in there like that. And that will sit on my gnome like that. Right, that's fine. So now we just want to put these together. So I need my needle and thread. Oops, I got glue on me. And then they have to go in like that. And then you wrap that around to there. So just glue that section and pin those bits together like that. Just do it like that for now. and you've got a little hand. And then what you're going to do, oh, got a little bit of glue sticking. Go along the edge, like you did for the hats. It doesn't matter if it doesn't sit right, you can alter that. See, like that. Pin those two bits together. You do need to get rid of the little bit of excess glue. And just do that. These you can make the big ones, you know, for your fireplaces. They're absolutely brilliant. They look fantastic. I don't care what anybody says. And anyone can make them. I don't want one hand bigger than the other. Pull that over. Now, I want his hand a little bit further down, that's it. We want to be able to see his hand, don't we? So we've now got two of those made. And then what we need to do now is to do the... Oh, we need to do his nose. These are what, for Christmas, and because Christmas is not just red, white and green, or, you know, red and green. It's multicolours these days. They do it colour coordinated, don't they, to match all their things. Now, we just get a bit more wadding for this. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is to do the beard. I don't need that anymore. Now, you just have to do a V-shaped beard, and that's long enough. I'm just going to carefully snip it. Like that. Don't waste any of that, because that can always come in handy somewhere else. See that? So we've got that, and then you fold it in half. And you cut a snick out like that. Keep them bits. Get rid of that one. See? Like that. And then you pop this onto here. Like that. Just pop it on where you want it. I measured this beard by the top and bottom of the body. So, right now, we just add the hats. We have to push that on first. So that all has to fit in there. Remember which is the back of the hat. So I'm just going to fold that onto there to start with. Get rid of that bit. Remember we put the wire in. And then we turn it round. And we're going to do the exact same thing with this. and hold that down as much as we can. That's it. Take that off. And then we can manoeuvre this and put it wherever you want it. Now, we need to get his nose in. See where the dip is? That's where his nose is going. So we're going to glue both top and bottom. And we just pop that in there like that. It's cute, isn't it? Move this out the way. And we're going to put his arm in. And you just do that. That's up. I'm going to actually cut mine a little bit. And I'm just going to glue it in like that. And then we're going to cut this one the same. And we're going to pop this one in. Move the fur out the way. This is where you're going to sit it in here. I'm going to push that in there like that. See? Like that. And then we're going to take some of this for the hat. Oh, with the hat, just bend the hat down. And then we're going to put a bobble on there. So I go back to that material. The bit that I've cut off. See this? I'm just going to chop this down. I just don't want the long bits. I'm going to cut it so I don't waste this piece, you see. That would have gone in the bin generally, wouldn't it? But you don't have to. Because all you do is you take your points and then you can pop that in there and do that with it. And no one's ever going to know. You can trim it all down then, how you want it. And no one's ever going to know that that was anything other than a bobble bit on the end of it. You just don't waste it. See? And then what I'm going to do, I've got some bits and pieces here. So I'm going to take this, although I've got that all over me. We're going to pop that just there. Sorry. Just leave that on his hat like that. I've got this little stem of berries. I'm just going to cut them individually so I can fit them where I want them. I've got another bit of greenery which I'm now going to add on this side. See, just here. It's just decoration. Some small berries which I'm going to add to this section here, and then we're just going to drop in I'm going to cut them down a bit. I don't think we need them on. So I'm just going to stick that berry there. And this one. We're going to put a berry here. Like that. And another berry in here. Like that. And when all of that's dried, we can just take all of that off. You can trim his beard down if you choose, just to shape it a little bit more. I don't want it too long. And hey ho, look, you've made a little Christmas gnome. Bit of fun, have with the kids. So I hope that's helpful. It's cute. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.